Okay, I think this was also when we were going to have a continuation of a discussion on the fireworks. Is that correct, Keith? I mean,
I thought council resolved that last time, but.
Well, we did. I just wanted to go over what we had resolved. So, as I remember it, and I'll accept help here, what we said was we were going to allow fireworks, the safe and sane. We will not allow the dangerous fireworks that are not approved for the state of Oregon, that our police department and the fire department are going to enforce rules, no laxity at all. If they catch you, they will issue a citation. They won't issue warnings. We changed the rules a couple of years ago that not only is it in the act of setting off fireworks, but possession of illegal fireworks also constitutes a fine, a citation from our police. So please, you just heard a report on the extreme fire danger. Do not use anything other than safe and sane fireworks. Follow the rules. There will be information provided, buckets of water that you should have available and so forth. So all that having been said, we had given pretty clear direction. Heather, are we working on a PR campaign?
Yes, we are. We're working with Redmond Fire.
Keith.
We expect to have, we're going to target probably by mid-June to be able to have the PSAs up and going. That seems like the good window of when to inform people with the video piece, and then written obviously is much easier.
Okay, thanks. Councilor Fitch.
As you saw in the written comments, I do think we really should ban fireworks in the canyon and on airport property, particularly the old Juniper Golf Course. I do remember back in 1980, 81, there was a fire that started out near the Negus station. And I remember Hoy Foltz, the fire chief then, saying it got out of control. And they almost lost the entire east side of Redmond. It came that close to Hodecker's fertilizer plant. If you get a fire started in the canyon or at Juniper Golf Course, those are difficult to access. You get high temperatures, you get wind. It could be a significant problem for this community. Now, I'm supportive of people celebrating the 4th of July using fireworks. I have some stored up from last July. But I do think that when you look at the risk and reward, why would we want people doing fireworks in the canyon? Why would we want people doing fireworks on airport property or at the old Juniper Golf Course? It doesn't make any sense. And it also doesn't make any sense to me to have fireworks all summer long. July 4th is significant, but not the rest of the summer. So I think you have to balance that risk with what we should have, and that is a celebration of our country on our nation's birthday. But when you look at the canyon, you look at the airport property, including the old golf course, maybe even city parks, we shouldn't have fireworks there, period, anytime. And I don't think we should have it outside of July 4th. Thank you.
Thank you. Keith, lights. I talked to you earlier today. Any changes? We do have an ordinance that's pretty specific that covers fireworks. Any changes would require an ordinance?
Yes, yes. But we could do an emergency ordinance, and that can be done in one meeting or two meetings if it's not unanimous.
Okay. We had given direction last week. Councilor Fitch suggesting a change in direction which requires an ordinance. Any other input? We had Councilor Clark Endicott, then Councilor Patrick.
I just wanted to ask, have we ever had a fire in the canyon or at the airport property or the places that Councilor Fitch is discussing?
Well, in talking to Sergeant Garrity, there was a fire in Dry Canyon. It was some years ago.
It wasn't fireworks started, though.
Yes, it was.
Was it? Was it fireworks? I remember the fire. I didn't remember it 4th of July.
Was it 4th of July?
I don't. So yes, it was 4th of July. There was a fire caused by fireworks in Dry Canyon.
Was that illegal fireworks?
That I can't remember.
Okay, thanks, Nate.
So one incidence, I mean, I don't think that we need to have an ordinance written for one incident in the last 40 years. I think that information, education, and making sure that we are patrolling is the most important thing.
Okay, Councilor Patrick.
Yeah, I would tend to have problems with limiting people from doing what they want to do on the 4th of July. We asked the fire marshal last time he was here the number of events, fireworks related, and fires, and he said most all are caused by, and it's a small number, are caused by people not putting the lit fire, the expired fireworks in a bucket of water. And so, you know, just teaching, I think, education, I would agree, is the route we should take.
And we had a total of 5 citations last year. Councilor Evelyn?
Thank you, Mayor. I tend to lean towards what Councilman Fitch has said. And the reason why is because I believe we should be safe first. And I'm really concerned about the dry canyon, which he mentioned, and the airport area, which he mentioned. And I just think we better be safe than sorry. And I think gambling, and which is what we're going to do, we're going to take a gamble if we go this route. And if it does turn out bad, then we got a problem. And I just think that we really need to think this through because it could be a catastrophe. And I just think we really need to think about this. I mean, celebration is important, I understand that. But as I said before, safety supersedes celebration.
Yeah, Councilor Zwicker.
I'm going to try to be thoughtful in my words. I'm having a hard time visualizing, except for in some of our greener park spaces in the canyon where fireworks would remotely be appropriate with a family. But in my mind, this is the one instance where the child with the sparkler and the dry brush does make a problem. Or the teenager that has a few small crack things and they throw them and they go into the cheatgrass. And I'm not thinking that this is going to be an ongoing issue, but we are in the 3rd year of a really bad drought. And I just don't know if we shouldn't do something, even if it was a temporary ban or ordinance for this year, given the drought conditions, just to say not in that dry canyon where if we did get fire, it goes up that hill so fast, and it would be hard to do. And I say this because I was driving my mother back through the canyon, and we were noting how the fire jumped from here and it jumped to there because of the wind, and how hard it was going to be for those crews to fight something in a canyon like that. And I just don't know if it got out from under us, it would be a very bad thing. So I would rather err on the side of caution, which is not what I feel with fireworks. I actually love my 4th of Julys and my fireworks a lot. So that's my 2 cents.
Okay, well, I'm just thinking back, you know, of course, I was born here, and back in the day, we, of course, allowed different fireworks than we allowed today. And as Sergeant Garrity said, we've had 1 fire in the last 50 years, 60 years, caused by fires. We had 1 other on a roof at some point. I don't remember, 70s maybe. I just hate to put a restriction on people. I don't ever remember seeing anybody go on the old golf course to have fireworks. I don't remember seeing anybody go in the dry canyon to have their firework celebration. I mean, they tend to be at home or go watch the fireworks out at the fairgrounds, which, by the way, we will have the commercial fireworks again at the fairgrounds. Was at 10 p.m., I think, on the 4th. I guess we'd given pretty clear direction last week, even though we have a bit of a balance, but I think it's still 3-3, and with 1 counselor missing, we did give direction last week. So I guess what I'm hearing is we would just go forward with what we had in place. Counselor?
I just have one more comment I'd like to make. I think we need to understand that, I mean, I know a long time ago, it might have been a certain way. We have new people moving to town that have moved here from other places, and they don't understand the complexity and the danger with a dry canyon because they come from areas that aren't dry canyons. And I'm saying they can make that mistake. I mean, that can happen.
Yeah, good. Agreed. So I think we're where we were last week, from what I'm hearing. So we'll proceed on that, on those grounds. Okay, next item, let's see, we have public hearing, vacation of Patrick Building,